possibilities are endless. We're gonna do a little Pilates mat workout today using the bolster. This is really strange. I'm like, you know, your inner ear just like, psh, well, that happened right before we went live. Can you hear me okay on YouTube? Can you hear me okay on Instagram? We're using a bolster today. It's gonna be a really back-friendly class. If you are on Instagram and you want to jump into class and have the full experience with music and better audio, head on over to my YouTube channel. It's Jenna-Zaffino Studio. If you're here, I'm going to try to speak up as much as I can so you can hear me. And let's just get moving. Yes, good morning all my YouTubers. Good morning, Paul, Joy, Tracy, Colleen. Anybody I miss? All right, here's the first train. We're going to put this down for a second. Take a nice wide stance and take a deep breath in. Lift your arms all the way over your head. Good. And then pressing all the way down. Sound is good. Thank you, everybody. Good morning. Reach. The music is loud on YouTube. Louder than me. Okay. Keep breathing. Let me bump it down a minute. This is what happens when we're doing things live. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's better. All right, we're breathing, we're lifting, we're imperfect, we're living. We're not gonna worry so much about making it Instagrammable, although, you know, we all love making it Instagrammable. Lift up, press all the way down. One more time, big lift up. We're gonna stay up in a big X. Take your left hand and then draw across your body a diagonal line, and let's take it all the way down to the right foot. Reaching. This, I may regret bending over with my ears going crazy, but it's all good. The stretch is worth it. Good. From here, bend your knees slightly, roll up, and retrace your steps to get all the way back up to the center. Big stretch, open, 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 and then bring it across to the other side. Reaching all the way down. Rotate. This is all about feeling good today, Instagram. It's an impromptu class to come to you. It's my regular class on Wednesdays. For you, YouTube. One more time each side. Let's reach it over. It's good now. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. My YouTube class participants are also my tech crew. Let's roll it up. Let's reach it out. Lifting up out of your hips, stretching your ribs up and away from your pelvis. Good. And then come all the way back up. We're going to take those arms from an X to a T, and then bring your left hand to your right knee as you take just a little stretch of that inner thigh. Slice out, come all the way up. Let's go to the other side. Before we get down to the mat, I like to just warm it up a little bit, especially in the hips. I've been doing a lot of Pilates this week, and it is evident in the joints, you know? So we want to get those circulatory properties going. We want to drink our water. This time we're going to take our left hand to our right knee, and then just give yourself a little rotation, similar to what we did a moment ago. Bending deep, stretching that inner thigh, folding deep in your hip, and then come all the way up and to the other side. Getting a little rotation. Excellent. That feels better. All right, come all the way up through the center. Let's heel, toe our legs back together. So I'm using a bolster today. I recently started teaching at a yoga studio, and the props at a yoga studio are different than that of a Pilates studio. And so I thought, let me see what I can do with this. And bolsters are currently my favorite prop to use. So we're gonna lay it lengthwise. If you don't have a bolster, you can absolutely gather a pillow, anything that's just gonna give you a little bit of cushion underneath your back. I love you, Tracy. You love my warm-ups, and I love you for it. Okay, yeah, we all need a little joint movement, don't we? All right, let's take our hands behind the hamstrings. Just exhale. My gosh, so much energy happening. So we're gonna rock back. We're gonna be pressing down the widest lower back you can manage, as if you're gonna press all of the air out of your bolster, and then you're gonna come all the way back up. I'd like you to try to find the deepest hip crease you can, reaching up through the crown of your head, and just thinking about length and space in your spine, yeah? Let's do it again. I like an exhale all the way down, just letting it go, pressing towards the lowest part of your waistline, and then coming all the way up. Right now is just about gaining awareness of our spine. of our body. I'm not awake yet. I don't know if you are, although I do feel like I had a little too much coffee, so we shall see. Reach it all the way down. Good. Thanks, Paul. Yes, if you are on Instagram and you want to get over onto the YouTube experience, we've got a chat that tends to be on fire. Unfortunately, I have older eyes, so I can see that you're joining. I can wave to you on Instagram, but I can't read that text. It's too small. I need my readers all the way up. All the way up. I can move my spine like a 12-year-old, but ask me to read something far away and it just doesn't happen. One more time. Good. Woo! And come all the way up. Let's take our legs into a diamond for a moment. Take your left hand to your right knee. Just find another twist here. So this week we've been working a little bit on spinal mobility and articulation. And so whenever we're doing these little gentle twists, especially at the beginning, it's just about what can you see as you scan from side to side. You know, in my channel, in my classes, the burn is boring. It'll happen. We're more interested in what we can notice, how we can expand our awareness to the world around us, how we can be more present, take up more space, yeah? Good, one more each side. Good. And last one. Excellent, all right. So bring your legs back up, and then let's just see if we can take it down a little lower, rolling through the low back, mid back, all the way down. Just reaching, letting your head rest on the bolster. And if you're laying on pillows or the bolster, can we just take a minute for yes, more of this, please. Let's just lay down. We also have to get up, but just for a second. I needed this today. All right, let's curl up. My ears are better suddenly. Must be the barometric pressure coming in all the way up to the top. Ooh, Instagram, you're so bold in trying to get in all the videos. We're not doing that today. We're just moving. Maybe another time. Maybe reach out and make a connection, huh? And then we can actually have a relationship, and then we'll do a video together another time. All right, let's come up again. So in the next few times, let's go 3 more rounds. As we go through those 3 more rounds, imagine just pressing the air out of your pillow, pressing all the way down, using the body weight. I'm adding a little opening of the arms because that feels necessary right now. Starting to exhale. Breathing all the way down. Good. And one more. This time we're going to stay all the way down on our pillow, and then I just want you to make a little maneuver, a little adjustment, so that you can feel more of your sacrum or the base of your pelvis onto the mat, okay? And sometimes that's going to mean just getting a little bit off of the bolster. So we're kind of on a bit of a diagonal like so. And let's go into a little hip and knee fold. Pulling one knee in. As you do so, drop the weight down into your pelvis, lower it down to the mat. And then the other side, pulling it in. Good. And lower all the way down. Oh, Colleen is watching on Instagram and YouTube. It's Meta Jenna at the nth degree. I love it. I love it. Hey, if there's one thing I know about my community on YouTube, they are committed to the algorithm. Getting me as many views as we can. I love you all. Good. Deep fold in the hip and release. And just in case anybody who is not used to my formats has a sneaky suspicion of why is this all so simple? Just wait. We're warming up those joints in a way to make ourselves be ready for the work phase. We're gonna do one more on the left side. Good. And then from here, take your right leg, send it out long on the mat. We're gonna slide it in and just give it a kick up to the sky, whatever you like, and reach it out. So this kick, it can be just a kick. It can also be a metaphorical letting go of whatever we don't need. Whatever we've been hanging on to right now, we can just pop it away. I'm gonna do a metaphorical kick towards some of the folks who like to send me very long correspondences as if we've been in a conversation, as if they've asked how I am. They just like to tell me their thoughts. You know, I like a little hi, how are you before you go on a rant, you know? Is it just me? Anybody else? Let's go for 4, 3, 2, especially if I haven't seen you for 4 years. Good, release. We're kind of not in the same place, you know? Like when you email somebody, you go, hey, how are you? What's going on? Not just like, here are my thoughts about fascia. Other side, reach it out and then pull it up. Oh. Letting go of that, kicking it away, reaching it up. Excellent. Oh, we're just allowing ourselves to feel a little free movement in the legs. Yes. Freedom is nice when we get to experience in our joints. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, look at us on the beat. Oh, 1 more, and reach, good. Take your feet down, take your arms out into a wide T. Let your knees drop over to one side. Good. Send your waist back to the mat, and then all the way over. Tracy is kicking things away. Good. And then other side. Paul, I'm open to requests, but I'm gonna remind you, I don't teach yoga, right? So tell me about the body part that you wanna work, and we'll try to make it in. Tell me if you need to stretch or strengthen. Okay, let's come back to the center. Now we're gonna curl up, and for our abdominal work, I actually like to do a horizontal bolster here, which just gets in a little bit of that upper abdominal curl. It helps it just a little bit, and it also allows us to kind of back bend in between some of our abdominal work. So you can choose to keep it long, or you can choose to keep it right in the middle back, pulling up the pants as is needed. So from here, let's take our hands behind our back. Let's just back bend over the bolster. Yummy. Let's curl up. Let's reach our hands to our hamstrings, and then we're just gonna give ourselves the tiniest lift into the zone that maybe we're not inclined to visit that often. So we go back, we reach over our head in a back bend, we press the ribs down into the bolster, and then we just lift up a little bit higher. Can you see if you can stay there? Good. And again, reach back. Exhale. Come forward. Lift up a little higher. The last one is going to be the one where we stay. Reach back. Supporting your head and neck. Curl forward. Reach forward. Lift up a little higher. We're going to go into the 100, beating our arms. Let's just do 2 breaths in, 2 breaths out. In, out, out. Nice and easy. All right, so this is your baseline, right? You can stay right here enjoying yourself the whole way through. Next level would be to bring yourself up to tabletop. Good. And there is no pressure for the next level. It's just simply an exploration. I'm gonna go through the levels. The next one is 90 degrees. You can join me here. You can hang out with your feet on the ground. Just keep pumping and breathing. Good. Next level, low diagonal. Woo! Who said to do core work the week of Thanksgiving? Lower down, another level. Try to keep that bolster really smushed to the ground. Good. One more time. We go 4, 3, ooh, not easy, 2, and 1, and lower your legs down or stretch them out, whatever you need to do. And a big stretch all the way back. Let your abdominal muscles stretch. Flex your feet. We're gonna go into the roll up next. We flex our feet, we reach the arms to the sky. Look towards your toes, hands on either your legs, the floor, or hovering above to come all the way up and over. And then we're gonna stretch. Yeah, Paul, you've got the leg circles on the bicycle. It's happening today. It's part of the plan, part of the Pilates plan. We're rolling all the way down. Hi, Instagram. If you're tuning in, this is my normal Wednesday YouTube class, Jenna-Zaffino Studio on YouTube. Let's curl up again. Look at those toes. Press through your legs. Heavy legs, light spine. And we're just moving. We're using a bolster today. And I thought I'd go live just in case anybody wants to enjoy a little warm up with me. Good. And again. So when it comes to breathing, I've taught breath many different ways throughout the years. And right now, I want you just to breathe in the way that feels nourishing and beautiful for you. What does a beautiful breath feel like, sound like, look like for you? How can you find it for yourself? These are our last two, and then we go to our leg circles, yeah? Yes. Curling up. Let's take our stretch forward here. Let's turn our bolster or your pillows lengthwise once again, and then just roll all the way down, oops, on top. I like to have just a little space for my lower back so I don't feel too arched or too tucked. So once we're down here, let's bring our arms by the side, and you can use the bolster as almost like a foam roller for those of you who are used to that, by pressing your shoulders back to keep your chest open. We're gonna bring the right leg through tabletop and then extend it up to the sky. Feel free to hold on to it here if you need to. Also, keeping it bent is a beautiful modification for yourself. We're gonna pulse, and I want you to try to increase the fold in your hip as you pulse that leg back. Good. You can keep holding on as long as you need to, but let's change the ankle to a flex. And let's scream. So tight, still having this foot. Good, last two, last one. Point your foot, take your hands on your thigh, everyone. We're gonna cross that thigh as far over to the opposite side as we can without taking the hip off the mat. Bring it back to center, and then open it out to the side without taking this opposite hip off the mat, and bring it back to center. You can use your hands again to cross it, finding center, and then open it. You'll see the circle is not that big, right? Let's bring it back to center. Use that width to draw your circle. Cross and around and up. Cross and around and up. Say hello to the L train in Chicago. Woo! Waiting for that holiday train. It might come by today. Every year I want to try to catch it in my stories. Last one, let's reverse directions. Good, around and up. YouTube, am I yelling at you? I know you're doing the work, but let me know if I'm screaming at you. I'm trying to let Instagram hear me. Good, last two. Yay. Last one. And then lengthen all the way down. Reach it longer than the other leg if you can. Let's just check in with our tension. I think I was listening to my shoulders on that one. No worries, just don't want to be there for a long-term period. Let's reach it up. Hands on the back of the leg or not, just pulse. Hip, fold, fold, fold. The other side is pressing down heavy. Good. 4, 3, 2, let's flex the foot. Stretch it. Make sure you're not like me, just pulling your toes back, but you're actually trying to flex from your ankle. I'm really good at the toes. Good. 4, 3, 2, let's point the toe. Hold on to the leg, cross it as far as you can without taking that hip off. Bring it back to center. Take it out as far as you can. Bring it back to center. Do it one more time. You're just drawing the width of your circle. And now we're gonna make the circle happen. Cross, around, and up. So I know that there's a huge amount of my Instagram folks that are Pilates teachers. If you're wondering why I'm using the bolster, the first answer is because. The second answer is I found it really lovely for mat work. Let's reverse our circles. I've been working at a yoga studio lately teaching Pilates, and it's just lovely. It's just comfortable and nourishing and supportive. Last one, lengthen it all the way down. My fascia is singing. The fascia is singing on YouTube. Reach your arms up to the sky, everybody. Look towards your feet, curl all the way up, and come to a seated position. All right, we're going to our rolling like a ball. So let's go ahead and take this out of the way. Absolutely, Tracy. You want to use the strap, the band, your hands, anything that helps you experience the exercise from a better headspace that doesn't involve suffering is like A-okay, encouraged by me, right? Our point is, I was talking to my husband about this morning. He was talking about avoiding a donut, and I said, do you know that the stress that you create by avoiding the donut when you really want it actually produces cortisol, which impedes your ghrelin hormone, which is your appetite hormone, which just makes you feel more hungry and creates a cycle of hunger, stress hunger. And he's like, stop talking to me. I'm like, you're married to a health coach. What are you gonna do about it? All right, we're rolling like a ball, everybody. Hands on the knees, little rock back, hover your feet off of the mat, kiss the heels together. This is the tiny little rock and roll, okay? So we're gonna go back as far as you can. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's a lot, and then we're gonna come forward. This is like the most control of a rock and roll you can have. By the way, Instagram, I'm gonna leave this replay up for you. So I'm glad that you're sticking it out with me. I hope you feel better after this. I feel like this is it's a secret rolling like a ball, yeah? Good, we'll do one more. It's just testing our boundaries. Now, if you've never done rolling like a ball before, watch. If you've done it before, you can go for it. Our head is staying off the mat. We're rolling to the tips of the shoulder blades. We're coming back up. We're finding our balance. Boom. It's frozen in time, rolling like a ball. Here we go. Let's do it. Roll it back. Find that balance. Yeah. Back. Put the brakes on right in your abdomen, right in your belly. Woo! There it is. If you're ever doing rolling like a ball, you watch your baby toes. They do weird things. They're gripping for control. Good. Last two like this. Whee! Last one. All right, pause for a moment. Now we're gonna upgrade the rolling like a ball for a moment. Doing core, oh, Colleen. You're all over the place, lady. You're all over the place. All right, so we're going to take that bolster, that pillow, whatever you're using, and I want you to hug it in real tight behind your knees. You're still in a ball shape, but our goal for this next round is to roll, but don't drop the bolster, okay? So get it in there. Ready, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Little hamstring work, little tension in the legs. Curl it back, come forward. I like that moment of stoppage. I just like to feel that ultimate sense of control, you know? I can't control anything else but my thoughts and to a degree my body. Last one. Good. All right, everybody, release. Okay, so today we are going to do our ab series a little bit differently with a little focus on the lower portion of the abdominal wall. We're gonna put our hips up on the bolster. It's just gonna give it the slightest little lift, and we'll be working through a couple of exercises like this. So let's roll back, get your hips right up there so they just feel like they're just elevated a tiny bit more than your upper body, and then bring your knees into your chest. And you can, of course, adjust where you feel like you need it. I like to feel my rib cage can be a little grounded. So our head's gonna be down for this one. And we're gonna begin with single leg stretch. Feel that your pelvis is pressing the air out of your bolster, and then extend one leg, and you're doing this without arching your back off the bolster. So we're trying to stay really connected here, pulling it all the way back in. And then let's extend the other leg. So these are kind of our test drives to feel like if you're in the right position, if you have the right amount of support. When we extend one leg, we're opening the hip all the way, and the other one is folding in all the way. So if you feel like you've got this coordination, take your hands on top of the knee, fold it in nice and strong, switch and pull, and pull. That's it. Reaching long. Remember, all of your energy is going into keeping your pelvis heavy against the bolster. You got it. Reach. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. Pull both knees in. Flex your feet. Bring your heels together and toes apart. You can aim your legs on the high diagonal, or you can aim them out a little lower as long as your pelvis stays grounded towards the bolster. Let's take the arms to the side. Ready, set. We're gonna go double leg stretch out, all the way in. and press out. Really squeeze those legs together. It'll make a difference for sure. I always think of little suspenders, keeping the ribs and the hips nice and connected. Let's go for 4. All the way in. Keep breathing, everybody. Good. It doesn't matter how low your legs go. If you're able to keep that pelvis grounded and you can reach them out, that's what we're focused on. Last one. All right, hug your knees in, rock and roll a little bit. We're going into scissors next. So we're gonna send one leg out, open that hip, the other leg up. You can have your hands on your thigh, on your calf. If you can reach your ankle, go for it. We're gonna pump 2 times, press down through the bolster to switch, pump, pump, press, and switch. Strong here. Let's go for it. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull. That's it. We never put our timer on, man. Good. 4, 3. There we go. We'll get it for the last 15 minutes. Good. Last one. All right, bend your knees in. How are we doing? Okay. Yes. Bring yourself up to a long diamond and then open those legs out into a diamond. So knees are wide. We're gonna open the hips, trying to lower our feet to the ground if possible, and then fold in the hips, bringing them back up. Pelvis stays pressing to the bolster. We reach down, lift it back up. Press it down, sing to come up. Little quiver happening over here. Reach long, exhale. Last 2. Last one. Good, bring it in. All right, bring your knees in. We're gonna rock ourselves up off the bolster, lower your hips down, enjoy. Let's roll up for a moment. We're gonna place the bolster back behind your rib cage. This is my favorite way to do crisscross lately, so we're gonna progress it. You want it right under your rib cage. We're going into a back bend and then a forward bend. Hey, Paul, we've been pointing the toes the whole time, buddy, right? You can do it. All right, hands back behind your head. Reach it back. Curl forward. Turn your left elbow to your right knee is where I'm at right now, and bring the knee up. Make a bond as best you can with your knee to your elbow. And then reach all the way back. I don't know which funky move we were talking about, Tracy. Let's come up. Let's turn elbow to knee, find that bond, come back to center, and reach all the way back. Big breath in, exhale, turn, make your connection. Good, come back to center, reach all the way back. One more time, come up, twist, make your connection, come back to center, take your back bend. Okay, now adding on, we curl up, we're twisting to make that connection, and then when you're ready, you're gonna hover your foot off the mat. Can you hover it up and just hold it? Good. Can you extend it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it in, lower all the way down. Good. And release. I know what you're talking about now, Tracy. Let's see where we get. Come up. I have a good move that's to help your back, so we might hit that one next time. Elbow to knee, make that bond, hover your foot off the ground, try not to arch your back. When you're ready, extend the leg, hold it. Breathe it. For 4, 3, 2, 1, bend it. Come back to center. Whoa! Good, let's roll up from here. All right, how are we doing? How are we doing, Instagram? Hi, everyone. We're gonna go into our side series from here. I wish my water was closer. We'll get some in a minute. All right, we're coming down onto the bolster on the side. Although this looks like it's meant to be comfortable, I want you to use it as a reminder to keep yourself lifted, okay? So kind of nestle it right in to that area at your hips. You're bringing your forearm to the mat, your elbow under your shoulder. Of course, you can lay all the way down if you need to. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more space. We're gonna take those legs out to the side, stacking the hips. Hips are in line with the shoulders. And I just want you to lift your leg up to start and then lower it all the way down. If you like, you can take your top arm up. So with the bolster, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll lower as the leg lifts and then we'll come back up. I want you to think about staying off the bolster as you lift and lower that leg, yeah? We go up, we go down. Oh, interesting, Tracy. The scissors did it for you, huh? Okay, I like it. I want to teach you this new one. I think you're gonna like it. All right, bring that leg up. Let's get ready to kick. 2 kicks forward, and then a big sweep back. Try to hold on to yourself in the front. Kick forward. A big sweep back. Good. Kick. That's it. Press. That's right. Kick. And press. Couple more. Kick. Sweep it back. Woo. Getting a little sweaty in here. Last one. Good. All right, bring that top leg on top. Turn it out. Flex your foot. Ready? We're gonna catch it. Or catch it, however we can catch it. And then we're gonna lower it all the way back down. Are you ready? Set, go, kick and catch. Lower, up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, I kind of missed that one, 3, 4, 3 more, up, reach, slow. Remember we were talking about eccentric control a couple weeks ago. This is what we want. Good, last one. Release. Come all the way up into a Z. Let's place our hips down as low as we can. You can also get your bolster right underneath your hip. Hang on, and then reach. Yeah, Tracy, I wonder if it's all the stretching and the support that we're getting that's helping your back out too. And the movement. We do a lot of lower back movement here. We can turn and take that arm to the knee and just rock yourself back. That's it. And then we'll come back to the side. And then we'll come all the way up with the shoulders, and we're gonna go to the other side. We're doing great, everybody. Great on time, great on energy. Home stretch. I'm gonna pick up my gluten-free biscuits today. Super excited about those. All right, get yourself nice and wedged in. And you know you don't need to use the bolster if you don't want to. Bring it forward. We're gonna be all right. Lift and lower, so we go. Up and down. Think of leading from your heel on the way up, your toes on the way down. Pressing through the space. We talk a lot about isometric energy in my classes. Moving through like a solid substance. Mud, frosting, pumpkin pie, stuffing, whatever it is for you. 2. Last one, bring it down to hover. We're gonna kick forward. Ready, set, go. Kick, woo, and press it back. Gorgonzola, I told you. Yeah, I'm making my favorite salad at Thanksgiving is spinach, cranberries, gorgonzola, walnuts or pecans. I don't like them both. And then red onion. And then some beautiful dressing. Oh, let's go 3. Oh, I'm tight in this hip today, everybody. And 2. And last one, right back press. I have a feeling this one's gonna be fun. Kick it up. Boom. Lower, and lower. Lift, lower. I'm trying to read you. You can see the train. I know. You know why the pigeons aren't here today? I got dropped off. No car in the parking lot. That's what it is. They think I'm not here. Good. Slowly lower. We got 3 more. Up. 2. 1 more. Up. Good. Yeah, I'll get the recipe out to you all. I mean, it's very simple. You know what I'll do? since I got this new phone thing where you can put it over the food you're making, I'll do a reel on it. Let's reach, let's stretch. It'll be great. Keep stretching. Just got here. Why the wedge? I'm not asking to lift the bottom side higher. Hi. Good to see you, first of all. And secondly, we're using it because we are having a gentle, lovely, supported experience with Pilates. Take your hand to your knee. I've been teaching at a yoga studio, and I've been using the wedge, or the bolster, rather. And it's just lovely. And so I thought we'd do like a really supported class today. So that's why we're using it. Not sure what you mean by bottom side higher, maybe in the side kicks, or maybe in the leg stuff, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right, you all, we're gonna do a bridge with the wall, okay? Yeah, gentle. Life is hard. Gentle is necessary right now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I hope you all can see this. What you wanna do is get the bolster underneath your lower back. You can also use a rolled up mat or a foam roller. And then we're gonna put our feet up against the wall. So the idea is that you're arching your lower back over the bolster as you come down from your bridge, which will give you a little more stretch on the front and maybe a little more stretch on the back if you think about creating space between your spinal bones, okay? So feet are about hip width distance apart. Find a wall. I'm gonna do the first one with my elbows down. As I roll up, I'm gonna press through the waist and curl. I'm thinking about, I actually have this great ledge that I can kind of do a little prehensile grip on. Thinking about reaching my knees up to the sky and then coming up as high as you're comfortable. I'm not gonna turn my head in this one. And then just getting that bolster under. When we start to roll down, we wanna feel the heart drop through the shoulders. We wanna feel the ribs almost feel bendable, pliable, if you can imagine that. We're trying to find the bottom ribs on the bolster, and then we're gonna drip the pelvis over until we can feel the sits bones reaching to the ground, and a lot of reach. I want you to feel almost like you're being tugged. I can't see your comments because I can't read upside down, but I will look in a minute, all right? Other questions? Okay, we're still talking about salad. It's great. Let's roll up. Just always want to make sure you got what you need for the movement. So peel up. There's this space on our body where we have no ribs and no hips. It's right between the ribs and the hips. That's the space where we're trying to create a lot of stretch. So sorry if I'm screaming at you through the microphone. As we roll down, let your heart go through your shoulders. Let your ribs reach down. And then just let your pelvis, for my Pilates teachers, reach into an anterior tilt. Let the weight of the bones draw you down, and then just like enjoy the arch. Let's do it again. Curl it under. We're coming close to the end, you all. Reaching up to the top, pressing down, rolling through. Tomorrow morning, for anybody who's watching, we're doing a full body stretch, tech permitting. I won't be in the studio, but we'll do it from an undisclosed location. Let's roll up again, my basement. We're gonna do a full body stretch, and we're gonna get it all worked out. We're gonna make lots of space for breath, moments of pause, perhaps meditations in the bathroom. If you're in my NeuroTune program, you know what I mean. Let's go one more time, or on my mailing list. We talked about it in the mailing list too. All the way up. By the way, everyone, there's a huge sale on clinics right now and coaching in my website. After you lower your pelvis down, let's just stay here right now. For, you know, the Black Friday, the Small Business Saturday, the whole shebang. I just wanted to give you some discounts. So there's autoimmune clinics, there's stretchy clinics, there's bounce clinics, all sorts of things. All right, when you're ready, let's take this bolster out and just let yourself rest for a second. One of the most amazing things you can do from a restorative perspective is to kind of get yourself a little closer. I'm gonna come off camera on Instagram, and then put your hips on the bolster and just let your legs reach up the wall. It's literally called legs up the wall. I promise I won't let the plants go. And then just take your hand on your abdomen and breathe for a second. Just let your hips release, let your back release. Good, so you all keep breathing. I'm gonna roll off for a moment. It's hard for me to legs up the wall and teach. Hey, hey. Love it, love it. Let's get Colleen in here. Why not? There she is. Try it with the Bosu, yeah. Heck yeah. Try it with the Bosu, try it with the barrel. All right, everyone, Colleen's probably doing the thing. When you are finished, please roll to your side or come up as nicely as you can. Take a moment to recalibrate, yes. And then we'll just come back to sit. So if you have the time today, I wanna invite you to take a moment and kind of lay back on your bolster like we did at the beginning, or your pillow, and just take a couple minutes for yourself and just enjoy, okay? If not, then please be with me here. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let's just take a stretch over our legs, opening up the back. Good. So I know Pilates teachers are gonna be like, wait, we didn't do swan, we didn't do extension. But we did. We did a lot of extension, gentle extension over the bolster, back bending with both our pelvis and our thoracic spine. I'm okay with that. Yes. Good, rolling all the way up. Let's do one more. Reach it forward. Good. Yeah, Tracy, I actually found out that, and Joy, really Joy, because I think you're putting me in there. There's a bunch of rebounding groups that apparently are chatting about me, so I'm talking about me as a low impact person, and that makes me happy, because that's what we want to be right now. Keep your legs in a diamond, take your arms out to the T. We're gonna do a little saw. So twist towards your right, and then just reach past your feet on the diagonal. Look backwards, take your stretch. You can have your back arm up or down. Good. Roll up through the spine, come back to center, turn in the other direction, reach forward. For my Instagram viewers who are still watching, we stream on YouTube live Monday for rebounding, Wednesday is a mat-based class, and Thursday is a recovery class. So these are always free on the channel. Got a really nice little community happening. We'll go one more to the other side. And thanks for being here. Good, good, good. All right, my friends, guess what? We've done it. Last thing, Instagram can't see this, but you all can. You know what's gonna happen, right? There we go. Hi, don't forget. Don't forget to take a moment and account, acknowledge, name why the moves matter to you today. That is the most important part of class. When you can connect your movement towards something that matters in your life, you're more likely to anticipate it joyfully, to do it with some level of enthusiasm, and to keep on doing it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm here. I don't know what's happening. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, we need to break you out of that Bible, my friend. Yeah, I don't know what I am anymore, but I'm in my own zone, vibing with freedom. That's all I can say. And I think that why does this keep going off YouTube? I don't know what's happening. I gotta probably put that off. There we go. All right. I'm so happy that so many you are enjoying it. I'm reading and doing it. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, do the legs up on the wall. If you're on my mailing list, I think 2 weeks ago, I sent out that practice of the legs up the wall, but I'll do it again, okay? Maybe for Friday when we all need to. What's happening? All right, you all, have a wonderful holiday. I'll see you tomorrow morning before the festivities. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in on Instagram. On Instagram, be sure to check out my website. There are lots of courses, real thinker, teachery courses that span the whole Pilates syllabus and even more. So I hope you'll check it. And I'll see you YouTube later. Bye-bye.